Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of the Weekly Huddle podcast. I'm your host, Owen McCullough, with my co-host, Christian Tabor. Might have caught you a little off guard with that one, huh?
Yeah, I was thinking of something to say, and then you just whatever. Just go on.
Okay, we're gonna go over the past week's games and this next week's games, kind of like a shorter little diet episode. I'm working on getting more high-profile guests on the show, so I've got a few contacts out there. I've gotten in touch with a few people, so
More high-profile guests.
Yeah.
I'm completely out of the loop. So
yeah, he doesn't know anything I'm talking about. I'll inform you when we get done recording. But
he's the only one that knows what he's talking about. They're gonna come on the show, and I'm just gonna be like, "Oh,
oh shit,
good?
Barry Sanders, how the fuck?"
Whoa, Bruce Smith, want to take me through family? All right.
Oh. I think I say enough penis-related humor for that to be a little too much, a little overboard.
I couldn't agree more.
I hate you. Okay, so last week, Thursday, the first game of the entire season. Thank God football's back. Can I just say real quick, thank whoever the fuck invented football for inventing football. I would have like zero purpose in my life right now if I didn't have football. So the first game is the Chiefs versus the Texans. So Texans at Chiefs. Had actuals, it was like 14,000 people in the stands. There were people there. I was surprised. But, yeah, this turned out about how everyone else thought it was going to turn out.
Yeah, I feel bad for Deshaun Watson.
I mean, a little bit, yeah. He went, 20 of 32 for 253 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Can I check how many times he got sacked? No, maybe.
His O-line was not.
Yeah, he was sacked he was sacked 4 times to the KC's 1. So I mean, O-line problems still a little bit of an issue there, but yeah, I thank God Parker isn't on here. Or
yeah.
Actually, to be fair, if he was on here, I'd be roasting him about the Eagles losing, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, he tried sending me something about like Watson losing. He thought he did something, but he really didn't. I forget what it was.
It's funny. But yeah, I didn't. This isn't a shocker. I was expecting the Chiefs to win this game. I mean, David Johnson though. David Johnson. I'm telling you, they're going towards a run-first offense with David Johnson. That's the whole reason they made that trade.
Looking good. He's looking good.
Speaking of looking good, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Mr. 5'7", 5'8".
I was about to say.
That man.
You were gonna say something going a different route with that. I would have quit.
No.
He was looking very good. I am very excited to see him. I saw number 25. I didn't know that McCoy wasn't 25, so it freaked me out a bit. I was like, "Whoa, McCoy's doing good," and I was like, "Oh, wait."
He's on the Bucks. Wait, what did
I keep forgetting? Yeah, literally, I saw that and I was like, "Oh yeah, McCoy's there," and then I just forgot everything that happened like this offseason.
This offseason has been weird. Like half the teams have like guys on them, or cut some players, and like why don't they have him? Oh, they cut him. I'm totally out of the loop of everything. Any strong opinions on Patrick Mahomes not throwing for only 211 yards? The big story going around is that he wasn't the gunslinger. He was more like a surgical precision passer this week.
Now that they actually have a run game, that's perfect. I mean, they're winning and they're scoring a lot.
Right.
So
how do you stop the Chiefs? We're gonna have to figure this out by like week 4. But like, how do you stop the Chiefs?
You don't.
Yeah, as I say, because right now
Same as the Ravens. You don't stop them. You just slow them down and hope you can score more.
Right, but even the Ravens, they don't have that strong of a passing game as the Chiefs do.
I mean, if Lamar Jackson keeps dropping dimes like he has been, maybe they could have as strong as a passing game.
Maybe, but I mean, I don't think they really compare, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah.
I think you have to take with a pass game and just hope to God get gashed, like what they did for the Giants did against the Bills in like one of the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl they lost to LaFleur. They let Thurman Thomas go wild, but they shut down the passing offense and then just outscored them.
Right.
All right. Next game, the Eagles versus the Washington football team. The Washington football team has more wins than the Philadelphia the Washington football team.
I'm honestly happy.
I just watched a 90 the PFF's like 90 like players all graded 90 overall or higher, and they go from like the highest graded to the lowest of the 90s, and then the highest graded player of any player in this week was Josh Sweat for the Eagles, and like Wyatt Teller was graded higher than Russell Wilson, but Josh Sweat for the Eagles was the highest graded player. I'm mad. It says Eagles and then football team. Aye. But yeah. So I was actually surprised when they were up 17-0 at one point in this game, and then they just scored. Washington scored 27 unanswered points. That's impressive in a way I didn't think I could be impressed by.
So that's what it was. That's why I was happy, because I saw there was that highlight of Chase Young. Keep on wanting to say a different name. I don't know why. But when Chase Young, when he came off and then he did like the spin move and got that sack, that highlight.
Yeah.
Like, after that on like Instagram, I was just like, yeah. He's single-handedly making me like that team, and Rivera. But
so Tabor now likes the Washington football team. Got it. I'm gonna tell.
I like Chase Young.
let's get this straight. I like one player on the team. Yeah, I mean, this was shocking, but I low-key thought the Eagles weren't going to be that good this year either. To be honest with you. They just... I don't
think they're going to be, like, good, but I thought they would at least win the first game.
I don't know. They had a lot of injuries on the offensive line. They can never catch a break with injuries. It's kind of like... the Eagles and getting injured is kind of just like their thing at this point.
It really is. It really is.
I don't have anything to say. This was just... I like Ron Rivera as a coach. Not particularly high on Dwayne Haskins, but I mean, like, what was his stats? Yeah, like he was 17 of 31 for a 178 and a touchdown. How did they score so many points? Because like no one rushed for a lot of points. I mean, Peyton Barber had 2 rushing touchdowns. Was there just a lot of interceptions?
1.7 average.
Yeah, so Wentz threw 2 interceptions, and they fumbled a bunch. They fumbled three times, lost one. So it must have been just a lot of short fields for the football team. The Eagles probably just shot themselves in the foot, to be honest with you. I know the one fumble Wentz lost was the strip sack from Josh Sweat.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I wasn't impressed with the Eagles going into the season. People kept calling them as like top 10 offense. Like, I'm not that impressed. I wasn't impressed by the first round pick Jalen Reagor. I wasn't impressed by the wide receivers in general. So yeah, I don't know. Next game, New England, Miami. New England. I wanted Miami to win so bad. They were within winning distance of this game the entire time.
Good to see Cam back. I don't care. It's good to see Cam playing again.
No, fuck Cam.
I love seeing him play again.
Fuck Cam. No,
I love it.
No, I don't care. I like Cam, but he's a Patriots quarterback now. Fuck Cam.
I remember all the comments that are like, Cam Newton is going to make me like the Patriots now.
No.
I see so many comments like that. I'm just like, I won't like the Patriots, but I'll like Cam.
The Patriots are my second most hated team in the division behind the Jets, but they still hate them with a passion. And like the hate was a little it went away a little bit when Brady left. But I still hate them, and I hate everyone who plays for them. As soon as they leave, they can be fine. Like Brady, I still have a problem with because it's Brady, but like everyone else leaves the Patriots, I'm okay. Okay, fine, sure. But while you're on the Patriots, fuck you. And all right, so here's a question. I already know my answer is this. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 20 of 30, 191 yards. Week 3? You think by week 3, 2 is... I'm going to see. Is it 2 a time?
I think if he has another performance like that, week 3 it's 2 a time.
Because they confirmed he's going to be the starter against the Bills next week. So you're saying if he throws for less than 200 yards and 3 interceptions and they lose, it's 2 a time?
Maybe another week after that, because Bills defense they know is going to kind of touch him a little bit. I don't want to touch.
I'm inclined to go with Colin Cowherd's whole idea that they're going to wait until I think it's the Cardinals in week 9 to start him, because they have this murderer's row of defenses to face. Because they have us, they have the Patriots again, they have the 49ers. They have these really good defenses they have to face, and they don't want to just chuck a rookie quarterback.
That is a good point. I didn't know who they were facing after us. Yeah.
They have a lot of good defenses coming up. So he says that because after that, it's like that time, it's like Cardinals, and I think it's like the Jets, and then it's like Cardinals, Jets, and then Jets again in a couple weeks. So it's like an easier spot on their schedule. So I think they just suffer through it with Fitzpatrick, and then start Tua in that area. So go.
As long as he's starting by the time it's Lamar's bye week, so I have my backup in my 20-person league, I'm good.
Oh my god. Patriots, Cam Newton, nothing really special passing, but he broke the record for most rushes by a Patriots quarterback in a single game, and tied the record for most rushing touchdowns by a Patriots quarterback in a single game with 2 and 15 carries.
He did his thing.
He did his Cam thing. This is basically how their offense is gonna go. If you shut down the run, if you keep a spy on Cam and shut down the run, and dare him to beat you with his arm, then that's how you beat them. Is just make them, if you shut down the run and have them beat you in a throw off. The one thing that's surprising me right now is just Julian Edelman had 1 reception. Oh, this is carries. I lied.
He had 5 receptions.
Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at carries. Okay. Yeah.
One thing about receptions, we'll talk about that when we get to that game. But there's one game in particular that is
insane.
Not insane, but it's just interesting. But keep going.
Okay. So next game, Green Bay, Minnesota. Green Bay is on a 5-game win streak in week 1, or week 1 home openers or something like that. Like one of those really weird stats. But Devontae Adams went off a little bit. Yeah, he did. Rodgers 32 of 44 for 364 and 4 tugs, as he likes to call them. The run game wasn't that special. Tyler Ervin. Who the is Tyler Ervin? Okay. Devontae Adams, 14 receptions. That's a team record tied. 156 yards, 2 touchdowns on 17 targets. And
I would say when you don't have receivers, but then they have this dude.
Yeah,
for 96 yards.
Right, Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Alan Lazard. So I mean, it's not their receivers aren't good, but they're not.
They're making
bad.
It work.
The one thing I have to say that I'm kind of concerned about in this game is the Vikings defense, because they got rid of Everson Griffin, and they had a bunch of injuries on the D line already with the D tackles. So the fact that they let up that many passing yards to a less like a average to below average wide receiver core, even if it's Aaron Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers, still they shouldn't have let up that much. Also, Dalvin Cook only 12 carries for 50 yards and 2 touchdowns after signing that big contract, and he's injury prone. I still wouldn't have paid him, to be honest with
you. Yeah,
I probably would have just traded him, if anything, and went with Alexander Madison for my starting running back, or signed one of the 1,000 of them that went to free agency.
And I think that their little comeback that they tried to pull was cool, but it wasn't.
I mean,
it wasn't anything.
8-7, 15-7, 22-7, 22-10, 29-10, 29-18, 36-18. Yeah, it was mostly just a garbage time touchdown because it was 43-26, and then they scored a touchdown to make it within 9 points. That's still 2 scores.
If they didn't let them score that touchdown, to make it 43, they might have had they would have still been in it, but that sealed the game.
Yeah, because they'd only be down by 1 point. Or no, they were 36-26, so they would have been on a field goal to tie it. So I mean, it would have still been a 2-score game, but I can see what you mean. If they would have stopped them and scored, and then got the ball back and scored.
There would be a chance, at least.
Yeah, but this game was just it was basically a blowout. Don't let the score fool you. It was a blowout. Speaking of surprising games, let's talk about Jags Colts. So, are the Jags still the worst team in the league, in your opinion?
Honestly, whenever I think about the Jags, I always just think of how hard they fumbled from 2017.
Right.
And then I forget that right now they have Minshew, who is very good.
Yeah.
I will say that. I will say he's very good right now and put that on record. I don't care.
He was 19 of 20.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
19 of 20 for 173 and 3 touchdowns.
Out there. One of the best quarterbacks out there. He was insane.
He didn't have the yardage, but
he didn't need it.
Yeah, he didn't need it. And they didn't even need like DJ Chark to go off either. They had other guys.
Yeah, Laviska Shenault had a touchdown. I didn't know that.
Undrafted free agent James Robinson had 16 carries for 62 yards. That's not great, but I mean, I guess it's better than having Leonard. I don't know. I still would have kept Leonard Fournette if I was them, but I don't know.
If they're winning games, I mean,
I think this game was less of the Jaguars proving they're actually good and more of the Colts just shooting themselves in the foot repeatedly.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers attempted 46 passes. Why in your life would you attempt 46 passes? You had the lead for most of the game. Yeah, they rushed it, 11, 20, 21 times to his 46 pass attempts. Not counting his 3-yard scramble. So, I think your game plan there, if you're the Colts, needs to change it up a little bit, especially with how many good running backs you have. I don't know. I think the Colts could have been better, and that's really what killed them this week. I don't think the Jags are a better team than the Colts, but the Colts just shot themselves in the foot. Especially
who do the Jags face next week?
I don't know. Also, my laptop. Oh no, man! I thought my laptop was about to die. It's just being weird. I don't know.
I feel like that'll kind of.
The Jags face the Titans. Jags face the Titans.
I feel like the Titans could be kind of a test to see how good the Jags really are. I mean, at least their defense, if they can stop Derrick Henry.
We'll get to the Titans, but I don't like the Titans this year at all. I'm just stating that right now. Next game, Detroit, Chicago. Please tell me you saw the last play of the game, or the second last play of the game for Detroit.
I didn't. I heard so much about it, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
When the Bills game ended, I flipped over to this game, and I literally came over to watch him drop the ball on the goal line, wide open. It hit his hands, and it was just like he like stared at his hands like they had just fallen off. He was like, I was like,
I heard about it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna
live
without seeing that.
Mitchell Trubisky threw 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter alone. He threw, I think he had 100 passer rating and 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. So, he's literally only a good quarterback in the fourth quarter. I don't, did he outperform Matt Stafford? I mean, not really, but, yardage-wise, I guess not. Adrian Peterson had 93 yards.
Good for him.
I don't know how to feel about, both these teams suck. Let's just get that out here right now. Both these teams suck. I think I know Lions face Packers next week, but I don't know who the Bears face. But I guarantee both of them lose.
The Lions just go shoot themselves in the foot mode.
Yeah,
that seems to be just the moral of the Lions story.
Right. Their leading receiver was old ass Danny Amendola. Matt Patricia's got to be gone after this year, right? I'm supposed to fire him after this game. This is such a bad. Oh my god. It was really bad. It was one of those really boring games to watch. For the most time, it was 10-6 or it was 13-6 at halftime. Mm-hmm. Then they were up 23-6 and they blew it in the fourth quarter. I like Matt Stafford and I like Kenny Galladay and I like Adrian Peterson, but I fucking hate Detroit and I'm happy they lost. Fuck you, Detroit.
Something needs to happen to get that to fix a lot of things.
They need to change coaches. They might have to move on from Stafford. Just something big needs to happen to change that. And the Bears just need to get rid of Trubisky. If the Bears had a good quarterback, they'd be a Super Bowl contender. I stand pat by that. Also, all the Allen Robinson stuff that's going on right now about him requesting a trade, then he didn't request a trade, and Tariq Cohen's telling him to pay him, and he's unhappy. He's going to be gone after this year, probably. They'll probably trade him, to be honest with you.
That one catch Allen Robinson made, though.
Oh, that one catch, Joe. Next game, the Raiders versus the Carolina Panthers. Let's just get to that. The fourth down play in that rule called, not the reason they lost. Everyone was roasting them for it. They had chances to win after that.
There'll be. I barely ever put it on one
specific play.
Yeah.
What about first and goal with Marshawn Lynch?
I was gonna say that, and then when it's a very clear pass interference.
Right. We'll get to that too. The same thing happened with when the Bills were in the playoffs. The lateral play, that's not what sunk the game.
Right.
It's just, and Josh Jacobs went off for 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
I mean, the Raiders were the team we thought they were going to be, which was just pound the ball down your throat and then throw some deep play action pass plays. They're kind of like discount Tennessee, except for the. I was gonna say better running back, but not really.
Teddy Bridgewater's in.
Yeah.
He doesn't look bad.
Where was PJ Walker though? I don't see his stat line here. Mr. Top 15 quarterback PJ Walker.
Listen, you said you wanted the hottest take I could think of. Gave you the hottest take I could think of. Did I say I believed in it? I had 1%.
I got roasted.
1% of me.
I got roasted by someone on Reddit because they were like, "This is so super clickbaity," and I'm like, he literally is trying to argue this point. I don't know what you want me to tell you. This is actually his point. He's arguing. I'm not making a clickbait.
No, yeah, it was a point that I actually wanted to argue.
Yeah, the title
because I just like PJ Walker that much.
My Reddit post was like, PJ Walker top 15 quarterbacks plus guns and threats.
That's what happened.
It's not clickbait. It literally happened. Teddy Bridgewater showed out. Robbie Anderson showed out. Christian McCaffrey was Christian McCaffrey.
There are a lot of teams that it's just like I want to watch them just because I want to see certain players and how they perform. Like I want to see Teddy and Robbie Anderson. I want to watch Cam Newton. There's a bunch of just players that I want to watch because I think it's going to be fun watching them. I couldn't care less.
I can't tell if both these teams' defenses suck or if they have both really good offensive lines because Carolina had a sack allowed and Vegas had 0. I think they both just suck. Because I know the Raiders' defense isn't that great. And Carolina they both put up a lot of points. I'm just going to assume that they suck. Carolina has a lot of young defensive players. So if they can fix the defense, with the offense they showed, I know it was against a bad Raiders defense, but the offense they showed, with Bridgewater, with Robbie Anderson, with Christian McCaffrey, if they can fix that defense, I think they're not contenders in the division, obviously, because the Saints exist and the Buccaneers exist. And the Panthers are going to be facing the Buccaneers next week, which will be an interesting game. But they could be a sneaky wildcard team in the next year or two if they can fix that defense. I know they drafted a bunch of defensive players, so they drafted only defensive players.
At least a quarter of them better work out.
Right. All right. Next, Bills Jets. I watched this whole game. Did you watch the whole game?
I woke up at 2:00, so I missed the first quarter.
Yeah,
the rest of it I watched.
They ran the Bills specifically ran a lot of spread. They had 4 or 5 wide receivers.
They just ran a lot of passes. Period.
Yeah. Allen set a record for attempts this game, yards this game. Our running game was absolute shit. But
I feel part of that is just because the Jets.
The Jets were the third.
Their run defense are good.
They're the third best run defense. They were the third best run defense last year, and the only person they really lost was Jamal Adams because C.J. Mosley was out most of last year. So they retained basically the third best run defense team. So I was okay with that.
This is also good for Bills because this shows that
they can win games.
They can win games through the air and not just
No. That was Josh Allen touchdowns. That 2 should be a 4, but he missed wide open Dawson Knox and wide open John Brown. But I know you said that this shows that we can win through the passing attack as well, but I mean, it's the Jets.
It is the Jets, but I still do have, clearly we saw Jets or not, he showed improvement.
Yeah, it was improvement.
He has improved from last year. I feel like As soon as we can develop a running game, even against better run defenses, we will be a better well-rounded offense. It's like team chemistry. We need to build that a little bit as well, because no preseason, that kind of.
Also, I just believe the Jets are the worst team in the league now. That was pathetic. That was really bad. Like at one point I felt kind of bad, but then I remembered, it's the Jets, so I wasn't bad. I didn't feel bad anymore. Lev Bell is on temporary IR now, so he's out for the next 3 weeks.
Jamison Crowder threw out Tremaine Edmonds' shoulder.
Oh, is that what happened?
I don't know, but that just looks like, I don't know if that was the play that caused it, but the way Tremaine tried to tackle him, usually he makes those tackles, and then, I don't know, it looked like he kind of just like juked like kind of almost into his shoulder. That's what I think. I think it was that play. I could be completely wrong. We could know why he got injured, but that's what I think. I think it was on that.
Okay. Next game, Baltimore-Cleveland. Holy shit.
Cleveland sucks.
Yeah, next game. Cleveland just got their asses.
Baltimore is amazing.
Next game. Seattle-Atlanta. Holy shit. This game, Atlanta was in it for a little bit, but Russell Wilson's the MVP. He's my early season MVP so far. It was a good game.
No, I don't think anyone can really fault you for that.
It was a close, good game, and then that fourth down touchdown to DK Metcalf happened, and it was over.
31 for 35.
Oh yeah, 31 for 35, 322, and 4 touchdowns.
Damn.
And he led the team in rushing.
Good. That being, they didn't really have a rushing attack to begin with.
That's fair, but still.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, I think Russell Wilson's my early season MVP. The Falcons are good. Okay, they're good. They've proven they can play. The Seahawks, they're probably my Super Bowl favorite, to be honest with you, after they traded for Jamal Adams.
Todd Gurley's doing better than I expected him. I like that.
Yeah, I do like that. Let's just hope he doesn't get hurt. Matt Ryan, 450 yards. Passing, that's impressive. 3 100-yard receivers. Wow. I wish that was a real reality in the fucking Buffalo Bills. I'm going to kill my fucking dogs.
You go back up, I'll just keep talking about the Rockets.
Fuck your Rockets.
Oh, thanks.
Next game. Cincinnati, LA. How did you feel about Joe Burrow's debut?
Jay
Burrow. Okay.
Jay Burrow.
Okay.
Jay Burrow.
Time out.
I was happy with Jay.
Time out. We're gonna wait for this dog to stop barking. Continue. Yes, Jay Burrow, with his only play of the game was a touchdown run. Who scored? How did he get his second touchdown? Did he throw one? No, maybe? I don't know. No, he didn't. What was their second touchdown? Did they...
Defensive? I don't know.
Defensive touchdown?
Unless it wasn't, it was just all dribble. Where did you see... Was it touchdown? Wait,
it said...
scoring's right there.
Yeah, it says 10. Oh, that's the Chargers.
Oh, okay. Well, you
Okay,
just don't.
okay, yeah, I'm just stupid. It was all touchdown. It was one touchdown each and then a bunch of field goals. So, a boring-ass game.
Yeah.
Burrow showed promise, especially in that last drive. But, he's going to work on it.
Oh, my God. That last drive, Burrow was doing everything he could.
Right.
And to try to get them down. And then this was just a bad... I was watching the video Pat McAfee made about how this was just terrible week for kickers.
Oh, yeah.
And he was saying how this was like the worst week one like ever. There was 19 missed field goals and 4 missed extra points, I believe he said.
Jesus.
And yeah, it just...
I don't know why would it be bad for... Why would this week of all weeks be bad for kickers?
I don't know. He had his theories. I have mine. I like some of it maybe is lack of... Maybe environment could be one. Lack of preseason could be one. There's a lot of things that could go into it. I don't know. It's just...
All right, we're gonna lightning round these last couple games. Okay.
You got it.
Arizona, San Fran.
Yes.
Finally. Yes! Fuck San Fran.
Cardinals.
Fuck San Fran. Go Cardinals. Yes, Cardinals.
Hopkins is good.
Yes. Hopkins had how many receptions?
What was it?
14. 151 yards. And got a touchdown stolen from him.
Kyler Murray is so funny to watch scramble. He's short little green bean that's just fucking...
His legs move so far. Like, you watch Allen run, and it's like long strides, and Murray's just like fucking little tiny
Murray
short.
looks faster than him.
He does, but it's because he has his legs move faster because they're shorter. He probably is faster, to be honest with you. But yeah, 49ers need to get a passing game going because their receivers suck. Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Fuck Tom Brady.
Not looking too hot.
Fuck Tom Brady. Did he throw 1 or 2 pick sixes? I know he threw 1.
I don't know if he threw 2. I know he threw the 1.
I know he threw
2 picks in general.
I know he threw 2 picks in general, but I
mean, look at the drive summaries.
Hold on. I'm just gonna look up the defensive touchdowns. Or I guess it says there's no defensive touchdowns. What? Am I on the wrong team? No, I am. Also, Taysom Hill had a pass completed.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
Good. Does he have anything else? Does he have like a rush and a catch?
He had 3 rushes for 13 yards. And he had a catch for 14 yards.
Yeah.
He only needed like a block kick. Well,
Taysom Hill doing Taysom Hill thing.
Taysom Hill being a very large, fast white man. All right, Dallas, LA, refs suck.
They do.
That's holy shit. The refs suck. That was no.
I'm not either of these teams, so it doesn't matter to me either way. But still.
Yeah, that really wasn't pass interference, like at all.
Yeah,
there's a really good acting job by
yeah.
that's all. It's Jalen Ramsey in LA where actors belong. I don't like him. I'm glad the Bills signed Trey White before they signed him because we got a cheaper deal out of it. Pittsburgh Giants. I actually had expectations. I thought the Giants could win. Now I know how Giants fans feel on a regular basis.
I mean, Danny Dimes was doing. He was throwing sometimes.
There's one important stat I need to talk about here. Saquon Barkley, 15 rushes, 6 goddamn yards. I made on Bleacher Report's perfect picks. One of the things was who rushes for the most yards out of the 2 games. I picked Saquon. He had 6 yards. 6 yards.
What do you think is the most telling about that?
That teams aren't afraid of Daniel Jones and will just key on Saquon and dare Daniel Jones to beat him with his arm, which he obviously can't. That's the Steelers anyway. So if like say another team with a solid defense wanted to face the Giants, man up your corners, just go man, blitz the hell out of them and stop Saquon. That's literally how the game plan should go then, based on this game anyway.
Steelers are also I enjoy watching them again. It's like Juju's back. He has a quarterback that'll throw to him and won't throw 4 picks to the Bills.
Oh Jesus,
Good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. And then final game of the week, the game that lost me $100. Tennessee, Denver. Fuck Tennessee. Tennessee isn't even that good. They should have had 10 more points than they had. 3 missed field goals and a missed extra point. So it should have been 26-14. So this game shouldn't have even been this close. But Derrick Henry had 116 yards, but on 31 carries. They kept it quiet until the last drive. So as long
I had seen something that was, I forget where it was, but they had said people need to look at the Broncos defense as kind of like a formula to trying to stop the Broncos, or it's trying to stop the Derrick Henrys, because I'm not even gonna call them the Titans. I'm just gonna call them Derrick Henrys, because the way they kind of just. I want to say I'll say suppressed him, because obviously he still had 100 yards, but his longest was 12?
Yeah.
So
okay,
they did a good job.
Okay. Let me hold on. Do you have your phone right now? Can you do some math for me?
Oh, God. Okay.
What's 24 divided by 32?
7? I don't know. Hold on. I'm finding my calculator.
24 divided by 32.
0.75.
All right, what's 22 divided by 33?
0.6 repeating.
22 divided by 33 is 0.6 repeating? All right. So, Patrick Mahomes got Drew Lock in completion percentage and in touchdowns this week. They tied in interceptions, and Drew Lock beat him in yards. So, for now, Mahomes has the lead in our little bet here.
Yeah, he does.
But after week 1. And he still threw for more yards than Mahomes did. If he would have connected on that last touchdown pass that would have sealed the game, he would have had way more yards and only one less touchdown. So,
it's fine. It's a whole season of Patty Mahomes doing Patty Mahomes things.
But I'm just saying.
No look passes galore.
I'm telling you, this bet isn't as outlandish as everyone keeps telling me it is.
It's not outlandish. I mean, Drew Lock is gonna do good.
He's not gonna be an MVP. He's not gonna win MVP. Okay, I'll walk back that way.
He's just not gonna have better stats than Pat Mahomes. I mean, maybe now that they actually have a running game and they don't have to rely so much on Pat Mahomes, maybe he will. Because, well, no. I mean, as Melvin Gordon keeps fumbling, then...
Oh my God! Don't even get me started. I had $100 in that game. I was watching it so intensely. Fucking Melvin Gordon. Okay, next week games. We're gonna do these real fast, just so we can get this episode shorter than normal. Thursday Night Football. Bengals at Browns. 2 shitty teams.
Bungles.
You're gonna take the Bungles? I'm gonna go Browns. Just because I think they're just an overall they're more developed as a team at this point. Jags at Titans. Jags at Titans.
Ooh. I don't know, because I feel like both teams
Can I ask you something? Is the Jags are getting 10 points in this game. Do you think it's within 10 points? If the Jags lose, do they keep it within 10 points?
Yes.
See, that's one of my best bets of this week. Is I'm going to take Jags plus 10. I think the Jags are going outright. I don't like Tennessee at all. They just.
You think it's just going to be Jags 100%?
Yeah, I think Jags are just going to straight up win. I think the Broncos should have won that game last night, and the Broncos they're better than the Jags, but the Jags showed they're good. They're not good.
But can the Jags stump the Derrick Henrys more than?
They do have a Myles Jack and they do have a Josh Allen.
Fair point.
But to be fair, their defense's main weak point was the rush defense. So we'll see.
And because I don't know as much on this level, but what about defensive coaching?
I mean, this is the same coaching staff that had Saxonville, so I mean, there's got to be something there. Who do you got? So I got Jags. Who do you got?
This could go either way. I'll say Jags with you, but I could see this going either way, honestly.
All right, Panthers at Bucks.
Panthers.
Really? Is PJ Walker gonna come in and win it too?
No, I just feel like, because I was thinking, are the Panthers gonna come down to earth? And I was like, you know what? Maybe they'll kind of ride this momentum into Tampa Bay.
I think the Bucks have a chance to. They're gonna have an extra week now. They're gonna get Mike Evans is gonna be healthy for a full week, and I think they're gonna be more on the same page. So I think the Bucks will rebound with a win.
Oh, yeah, that was the receptions thing I was talking about. Was Mike Evans, because it was like the whole game.
Yeah.
Besides one touchdown, he was not catching anything.
Right. Broncos at Steelers.
Broncos.
Really? I'm going to take the Steelers because I think the Steelers' pass rush is going to eat alive both those tackles.
Yeah. I'll still stick with Bucks though. I feel like they could.
I hope the Broncos do good, and I hope Drew Lock throws for 500 yards and 6 touchdowns. Rams at Eagles.
This is picking between two evil. I don't like either of these teams. It's like I can't just look at the record because it's like, well,
The Rams should have lost that game. The Eagles blew the lead against the football team.
It's like I want to say Eagles, but they lost to the football team.
Right. So, that's my argument here. But I think I'm gonna go with the Rams. Listen to me. Their starting guard, who was an All-Pro, injured after the year. Their starting tackle, injured after the year. They have an All-Pro center still. The Rams have Aaron Donald. I'm going with Rams.
who did see him already bullied.
Washington football team can sack Carson Wentz 8 times. I'm going with the Rams.
That is a very fair point. Oh my god. Yeah, Rams.
All right, so the 49ers at the New York Jets. At this point, the jet they have has like the wings smoking. One of the landing tires has fallen off, and it's kind of just limping out of. It's like, yeah, we got this. And then the 49ers is absolutely just they're gonna fucking terrorist attack the airport at this point.
I mean, I hope I see good things from Donald.
The 49ers are already pissed they lost to the Cardinals, a division rival.
Yeah.
They're gonna smack the fuck out of the Jets. Although it's a West Coast team going to the East Coast. Usually they take like a quarter or two to adjust. But I don't give a fuck. They're still gonna smack the shit out of the Jets.
Yeah.
Alright, Bills at Dolphins. The Ryan Fitzpatrick Dolphins.
It could be the fucking Owen McCullough Dolphins. I don't care. Bills.
I'm better than Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback now?
No.
You heard this here first. I can play better quarterback than Ryan Fitzpatrick, according to Christian.
I just said no. What do you mean?
All right, I got the Bills too. Quick side prediction. Do you think the Bills go more run heavy or pass heavy attack in this game?
I feel like they'll try to develop the run, but if it's not going anywhere, then I feel like it'll be more balanced.
I hope we have. So yeah, Josh Allen was the first 300-yard passer since 2016 from Tyrod Taylor, and that took an overtime to get done. So yeah, I think they might stick with. I think they're going to lean more on the run, but especially since they have like Shaq Lawson, Kyle Van Noy now, I think the run's not going to be as effective anymore. So I think the passing game is where to go. But they also have some good corners, so it'll be their defense is sneaky tough. But I mean,
isn't there? I saw someone that isn't their defense isn't their run defense like 32nd?
Oh yeah, because Cam ran all over them, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could capitalize on that, especially with a similar run style quarterback. It's literally they had to face Cam Newton. Now next week they got to face the white Cam Newton.
Oh yeah, because I saw it was weird. I think their pass defense is like first or something stupid, but then their run defense is 32nd, also stupid. So
got it.
Take that how you want.
Vikings at Colts, two teams that Colts lost to the Jags, and the Vikings got absolutely smacked.
Yeah, I got Vikings.
I'm going to go with the Colts. I don't think the Vikings defense is all that hot.
I don't think so either, but I value that Vikings offense.
That's fair. Lions at Packers. If it's not the Packers, you're wrong.
Anyone who picks the Lions. I'm not even going to continue saying that.
Do you think
the Lions somehow win, I'm going to be sad.
So I told you the Jags are getting plus 10. The Packers are getting -7. Do you think the Packers beat the Lions by more than a touchdown?
Yeah.
Easily, or would you put money on that?
Not a lot, but I put money on it.
Because this is my scenario. I have a card I have to play. And I put $10 on it, and I pick 4 things. If I get all 4 things right, I win $100 off of 10. I played it last week. All I needed was I got all 3 of my other things. All I needed was the Broncos to win by 1. Didn't happen. But so now
I feel like this is not going to be the thing that does you in.
If the Packers you think the Packers will win by a touchdown over the Lions?
Yes.
I also think that, so I'm going with that. Falcons at Cowboys. I had the Falcons because 3 100-yard receivers is insane. They talk about the Cowboys having one of the best receiver cores with all 3 other good wide receivers. They have nothing on Atlanta, apparently.
Oh my God! There's one page on Instagram that's just like every time that the Cowboys lose, they just put the quarterback that beat them, and it just says who them boys. It's just
yeah.
Quarterback, and I can't wait for that to just fill up.
Right.
First it was I just want to see Matt Ryan's face on that pick.
So you're taking Falcons too? Or do you think the Cowboys are going to win?
Cowgirls are gonna go home sad.
No. Oh, Cowgirls. Okay. All right, real barn burner here. Giants at Bears. Game of the week right here.
Saquon comes back and doesn't rush for only 6 yards. Giants win.
Okay. I think. Yeah, I'll agree with you. I think the Giants will win. I want to say the Bears pass rush is too good, but Giants offensive line is good. The Steelers pass rush, I didn't check it much, but don't think it did that well. Like, it didn't do amazing. So I think the Bears will struggle. Football team at Cardinals.
Cards.
See, this is interesting now. The football team didn't.
Not.
They succeeded on really short football fields. So the Cardinals shoot themselves in the foot a lot.
I don't care.
You're right. Also,
I'm taking my Cardinals.
Washington's going from East to West Coast. Yeah, okay, I'll take Cardinals too. Chiefs at Chargers. It's pretty simple.
Next game.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Tarad.
Sorry. But hey, you got one win. He's gonna go 8. It's gonna go 1 win, 1 loss. 1 win, 1 loss. It's like how Tarad works. 8-8. Ravens at Texans. Next game. Patriots at Seahawks.
Seahawks, but I do like this game. I'm definitely going to tune it. It's going to be a fun game.
In that betting thing, this might be the game of the week. The betting thing, they're giving the Patriots 5 points. So they think the Seahawks are going to win by 5 or less.
I mean, I guess it's not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know either. That's why I'm fucking pissed at this week's card. There's so many games that I have no idea what's going to happen. This is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
I don't like the Patriots. I don't like their offense. The Seahawks have a good pass defense, but do they have a good? Their offensive line and defensive line are both one of the weakest. Are both weakest in the league. Like, the defensive line is like 32nd or 31st in the league, ranked by PFF.
Mm-hmm.
So do they have enough to stop the run game of the Patriots? They have enough to stop the pass game.
I feel like it's another take of just the Seahawks just will overpower on offense.
Yeah, okay.
And it won't matter what the Patriots do.
That's fair. Okay, I'll take Seahawks. And it's in Seattle. East Coast, West Coast again. All right, Saints at Raiders.
Saints, but this is another good game. If the Raiders can duplicate what they did.
Do I think
they will? I don't know if they'll be as good.
They don't have Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is out.
I don't think they need him.
I think it's going to be a super low-scoring game of running the battle between running the ball. Alvin Kamara versus Josh Jacobs. It's going to be like 17-10 or something like that.
And I got Alvin Kamara.
I'll take Josh Jacobs in that. I'll say the Raiders upset without Michael Thomas.
I mean, what if I was starting a team right now? Which running back would I rather have? I'd pick Josh Jacobs, but I feel like who would win this game?
I think I'll take the Raiders against the Saints. All right. I think we covered everything. Any last remarks, Mr. Cardinals man?
Thank you, Jets, for destroying our linebacker core.
Oh,
appreciate it.
Are they out? Are they out for next week?
They're day to day. Milano and Edmonds are day to day, and then didn't Dotson get injured as well?
Yep.
I don't know what he is.
He's like Milano's replacement.
Well, I mean, I don't know what he is as far as
injury wise. Yeah, that'll be something to keep an eye on. So yeah, we'll be back next week. We didn't go over our picks from last week, but we'll go over. I'll add them. I'll start putting I'll write down our records that we have from the past 2 weeks. Let's start next week's when we go over the games.
I can't wait to do them like mid-season, like our rankings, and then compare them to the beginning.
Right, it's gonna be insane. Like, it's already fucked up. I had like the Jags is the worst team. The Jets is like 26. It's already fucked up. But yeah, that's everything I got. So, should we go?
Oh.